Welcome to Small Biz Talk with Coach Lou. This is your place to learn, grow, and ask questions as you innovate your business or career. Calling all entrepreneurs to join Coach Lou every week to discuss business in this new and uncharted economic environment. The dynamics of business are changing more rapidly than any time in history. Learn innovative, cutting-edge tools to grow and succeed, not just survive. With no further ado, Coach Lou is live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here is Coach Lou.
In your career, in your family, and in your life, what is the most important tool you need? That is the tool of resourcefulness. When something goes wrong or something doesn't go as you thought, you have to get really resourceful, because sometimes people have a lot of resources and they don't use them to their fullest ability, or something comes up and they go, well, I don't know what to do here. Quick side story for you. Now I'm going to welcome you back. Good morning again, guys. Welcome to Small Biz Talk with Coach Lou. It's Thursday morning, ready to rock and roll. Shows are 7:30 a.m., by the way, now, because you guys had requested that we do a little bit later than 7. So here we are and ready to go. But listen, resourcefulness is important. We migrated our sites from one server to the other not long ago, and I'm going to share all this with you as far as where to go if you have a business and you need a website. Oh my God, I have finally found the best hosting solution in the world. But we'll talk about that maybe next week. So I'm migrating and something didn't happen right. And I'm like, oh my God, it can't be down this long. And the other day, yesterday, it all happened night before yesterday, and I went to bed. I finally got to a point where I'm like, all right, this is not all going to get fixed. We're bare bones operation, but I can't stay up till 2, 3 in the morning trying to figure this out. My brain was fried. So I get up, go to do the auction, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I got a few minutes before I start. Let me log in through my iPad and see if there's something I can do. Well, it was a matter of refreshing some links and boom, boom, boom. And it was done, but it was getting resourceful. I am not a tech pro. I am all self-educated when it comes to websites and tech, etc. But I am resourceful. I was like, what if I try this? Oh, fixed. That simple. I could have paid somebody hundreds or thousands of dollars, or I could have spent hours on the phone with tech support and maybe not gotten the result as much as getting resourceful. Yeah, it's not what I came to talk to you about this morning, but that I felt was an important thing. So my question is, do you have a chokehold on your business right now? Okay. Are you paralyzed by fear in your business or your career if you're not in business for yourself? Are you paralyzed right now? Are you going, I'm not going to start a business right now, coach. The economics and the political, oh my God, this is the worst time ever to start a business. So was the time when IBM and some of the other giants over the years started their businesses. They started in down economies, really bad, hard times. And if you can start and grow in the winter season of business, you will sail forward exponentially in the spring and summer seasons of business. So the question is, are you paralyzed by fear in your business? Is it either stopping you from starting a business, or is it stopping you from taking any moves or making any changes or any growth in your business because you're afraid and you have that wait and see what's going to happen? Okay. Last week on the show, we talked about that you might be missing out on your potential by waiting and seeing. Well, this is a great follow-up to this, because honestly, so many people are waiting and seeing. They're waiting themselves right out of business right now. We're all looking down the street going, oh, the little pizza shop closed, the coffee shop closed, that restaurant closed, this person closed. What happened there? And the truth is, they're not innovating. They're going, oh, it's tough. Labor's more. Food costs are more. Diesel's more. and they're not innovating to bring more income in through the doors. So they're either cutting staff or they're closing. Pretty crazy, huh? So I got a story for you, and this is a story of old Joe. We don't want to be old Joe. When Joe was a young boy, he wanted to play football. He wanted to be on the football team at school. But, his parents and him, he was a skinny little dude. Oh, well, you got to wait till you're big enough or till you get strong enough, Joe. Yeah, you're right, Mom and Dad. I got to wait. I can't play with the big boys, I can't play full out like that. You're right, I got to wait. Well, Joe kind of passes that football phase. He never really does the work, never really gets big and strong for football. So then Joe wanted to play guitar in a band. I'm gonna be a star someday. But I better wait till I'm good enough. I better get some lessons, And then his buddies are like, "Hey, we're starting a band. Do you want it?" No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And then they go off and they formed Whitesnake or something like that. And they got big and they made good money. And Joe was like, I could have been a part of that, or I could have been a part of this. I had a friend who worked with us for a while that could have sang with a major Broadway band, but he's a little nervous about it and held off and never did it. Okay. So then Joe goes to college. He's going to be a CEO of a major company, but he'll wait till he puts in his dues and pays his dues and work his way up the corporate ladder. You can't just go in and start on top now, Joe. You got to climb the ladder, Joe. You got to wait. You got to wait till the time's right. You got to play the corporate game and the politics. Well, later on, Joe's doing okay in the company. He's not the CEO, but he's got a pretty good position. He wants to get married and have a family. But Joe's going to wait until he's financially ready because he's afraid he might not provide for his family, or he might have to work some late hours and miss out on some time with his kids, or his wife might end up cheating on him because all he does is work. Oh my God. I just had happen to Sam and David and Joe and Dave and Don, and, they had that happen. What about Salvatore, who was broke? Came over here, started a pizza shop, has 5 kids. He's doing amazing. But you know what? They all lived in a 1-bedroom apartment when they started because Salvatore didn't wait. Okay? Because his wife was beautiful and he didn't want to wait. No, seriously. You see the difference there. Okay? And Salvatore owning the pizzeria is real, by the way. It's an old friend of mine way back from Buffalo we were talking about there. But see, he waited till he was financially ready to do all this. Then Joe had this opportunity. I mean, he's doing pretty good in the company, and he's, single guy and, working hard and working his way up. And his brother has this groundbreaking idea for a business. But Joe's like, it's not the right time. I need the stability. I need my insurance. Joe, you ain't got any kids. Joe, you ain't even married. You could live in a trailer for all we care until you get started with this, but this is a multi-billion-dollar idea. No, I can't do it. I got to wait till it's the right time. The economy's not right. Well, Joe's brother's very wealthy, has a nice family, and lives on the beach. Oh, Joe doesn't. Joe still lives in his house, and, he's doing pretty good with the company. This morning, Joe passed away in the hospital, and his last words were, "I'm afraid I missed out." Because he did. All those opportunities. We don't know if Joe would have been a football star in school. He might have twisted his ankle day one and been out, but he would have played on the field. We don't know if Joe would have been part of Whitesnake or, whoever, whatever band you love. We don't know, but he would have had a good time trying, but he didn't do it. Joe went to college to be a CEO, but he held on to the couple rungs on the ladder because, he can't just start out on top. You can't play full out like those crazy people that, take a shot and crash. What about the people that take a shot and make $1 million or $1 billion? Okay? You don't make $1 billion by climbing the corporate ladder, y'all. Okay? Joe waited to get married or have kids because, he wanted to be financially stable. Never happened. Then he had that opportunity to have that business where Joe would have still been young enough to jump into that and jump into a family and everything else and could have had it all. What did Joe have? Joe had regrets. Do not, this is a big red flag, do not go to your deathbed with regrets. Okay? Innovate, get crazy, take chances, because the real lesson here is don't be old Joe. Okay? There's no time like now, today. Start something today. Start a new business today, even if it's a little business out of your second bedroom in your house, even if it's just a little internet thing, even if it's a podcast. Do it today. Or innovate the business you have today. What could you implement today that could make a major change in your business? What could you do? Okay. Those who start a business or grow a business in non-opportune times become the strongest and totally flourish in the good times. Those who start on the coattails of good times and kind of float through, they're not the longevity businesses. I got a tool for you guys. Here's what it's called. It's called fear. Fear. So put whatever word you want in there. What do you have to lose by the opportunity to succeed? Okay. When you will lose is if you're playing small. When you play full out, you play big. What do you have to gain? Everything. Because listen up, even if you fail, okay, but you learn and grow, then you have not failed. If you learn and grow, you have not failed. Hear me on this. With that said, what would you do if you knew you could not fail? If somebody said, I'm going to give you 5 things you can do that you can't fail at, what would they be? You probably wouldn't say, well, I'm going to try to climb the corporate ladder. You'd be like, I'm starting this business. I'm going to be a guitar star. I'm going to be a football star. If you knew you could not fail, what would you do? And you cannot fail if you learn and grow in the process. Wow, that is impactful. Let me repeat that. If that doesn't get you excited, something's wrong. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? And you're like, well, I could open a business and it might not work. But if you learned, you didn't fail. So what would you do today if you could not fail? Oh, is that really how it works? Yes. When it comes to the deathbed test, okay? So what if you open a business and you fail miserably financially and you end up having to go bankrupt and you start over, but you take the knowledge from that and all of a sudden in this new business, you know what not to do and what to do. And now you succeed massively. Was that really a failure? Would you be succeeding massively today if you hadn't failed out in something else? Real estate crash of 2008. Guess what? I guess I could say I failed massively. You know why? Because I didn't get the hell out of the investments. I didn't get out of the market when it was going side, when I knew it was going to go sideways. I guess I was a little cocky or something, but it was safe. Hold on to my investments. You got wiped out if you did that. And I think many of you are in the same boat. But you know what? I wouldn't be the businessman I am today. I wouldn't be the coach I am today if that hadn't happened. I might have coasted through a different level of life and a different level of experience that I may not have been able to deliver some of the great tools that I can deliver to you today. Let's think about that. What are you waiting for? Well, I'm waiting to see who gets elected. Okay? Well, either way, we're going to have problems. Either way, we're going to have good things. We're going to have bad things. Okay? Vote accordingly. If you're a businessman, make sure you're protecting the rights of business and freedoms. Okay? I'm not going to get down a political rabbit hole this morning, but I'm going to say this. There's a lot of people out there going, well, there's an easy way to these freedoms. There is no easy way. Hard work, put in your efforts, do your stuff, reward success. Reward people who put in the effort. Do not reward people that want to live off the system. And I think you can derived from that. When you can say what is the right thing to do, regardless of who you like or don't like, or attitudes, or any of that, whatever reason you can say, this candidate, I don't like that person. It isn't about that. It's about saving our country and keeping our country going. So when you make your votes and you make your decisions, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's politically, whether it's community-wise, make sure that you don't get blinded by propagandas and just go, what is truly the best choice? Be a business person in whatever you do. Be a good community leader in whatever business you have, okay? Because greatness starts in our individual communities when it comes to being a great business leader, okay? Washington's not going to do it for you guys. You're going to do it for you. Your community's going to do it for you. What you put forth to your community and you do right here locally in your town, your demographic, is what matters. So think about that. If you innovate your business and you fall in love with your customers and your clients and you do it for them and you serve, and you have some business sense where you don't do it for free and you're not, losing money every week, but you add value through your business to your community, your group, your people, you're going to thrive. Think about that. Before you try to give me an excuse next time of, I'm going to wait to see who gets elected, or I'm going to wait till this recession's over, you're going to end up old Joe. And go, damn, I'd have been 2 years ahead, 4 years ahead if I hadn't waited for the next president or the next opportunity or the next wave of great economics. By the time the wave of great economics hits, there's 20 people already on that wave. Oh, yeah. Why don't you be the first one on the wave? Get on the wave while it's hard. And then once you're on the wave, it's a whole lot easier. I'm not even a surfer, y'all. All right, guys, live with faith, energy, passion. Always live your dreams. And just hang in here on these shows. Work with me. Let's get it going. If you need coaching, reach out to me. We will coach one-on-one. Or you got a small group of entrepreneurs or business people you want to get together and have a group meeting. I am more than happy to work with you. And sometimes people say to me, hey, coach, I have a widget distributing company and you're not a widget distributor. How are you going to help me in my business? The psychology, the motivation, the mechanics, the tools, but I am not going to teach you how to make your widget or box it up or anything else. That's not what you would come to me for. You know that. That's why you're the widget maker. I'm the entrepreneur to get you to get out of the workman mindset of making it, boxing it, running it to the shipping department and get you to the point where you actually run your business and somebody else makes it, boxes it, and takes it over and ships it. Okay? That's the difference. I don't need to know how to make a widget to help you make your widget business grow. Make sense? Guys, live with faith, energy, passion. Always live your dreams. Go rock your businesses. Do something today to either innovate your business or start your business. Don't wait. You'll thank me later.
Ready to take it to the next level? Tune in to XLR8Life.com for our live shows, encore presentations, life-changing courses, and live coaching with Coach Lou himself. As Coach Lou always says, live with faith, energy, love, passion, and always live your dream.